I don't know what the Chris Hemsworth thing you keep referencing is.
Well, what a segue. Chris Hemsworth.
What happened?
Well, he put out a statement, some statement that has people speculating. He said, playing Thor has been one of the greatest honors of my life. For the last 15 years, I've held Mjolnir. Oh, God, I suck at pronouncing that. I get so self-conscious.
Mjolnir.
I say it so fast because I'm like, maybe if I say it fast enough, people won't notice.
Just do the hand motion.
Mjolnir.
Exactly.
No,
that made it better.
And then Stormbreaker is the god of thunder, but what made it truly special was sharing it with all of you. Your passion, your cheers, and your love for this character have meant everything to me. Thank you for making my journey through the MCU unforgettable. Next up, Doomsday. So,
where was that statement?
I think it was on his Instagram. And there was like a video that went up about Thor that I did not watch. It was really this statement that's been taken off. And of course, the main thing that arises is people saying, is this him saying goodbye in advance? Which I think would be weirdly bizarre. It could be a clever PR thing to be like, hey, if we do this, people will think maybe Thor dies in this movie, so we have to, like, let's watch it. I could see it as a way to drum up some interesting hype, because this reads like a goodbye. This totally reads like he's saying goodbye to the role. But I'm like, why would he even hint at that if he was actually going to die?
You would have to, after that, you would get a phone call from Marvel, Disney, your agent, your manager, every person you know. If this was you saying goodbye, if this was a real goodbye, this is you saying, I'm done after Doomsday because either my character dies or I have decided to not sign my contract, whatever reason, goodbye, and I'm going to do that now, all this time in advance, you would get slaughtered. So
1,000%.
I feel like there's no way that that's what's going on here. It is kind of cute and clever that he's doing this, if it is just kind of about getting people talking, because I will say I haven't heard his name in a hot second. So maybe he was just like, hello, I'm still here.
I miss being relevant. Look at me.
Like, you know, he's more relevant than I'll ever be on his least relevant day. But I'm just saying, I think it's kind of cute that he was just like, hi, fans. Much love. Here I am.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I loved him in the Extraction movie, but yeah, I don't really hear too much from him. There's an interesting comment that did come in from Shield Vids that said, if Thor dies in battle defending TVA Loki during Avengers Doomsday, or God of Stories Loki, it would be sad, but there would be an opportunity, because Chris Hemsworth did say he wants to do Thor 5 and make it more serious, an opportunity for Thor 5 to take place in Valhalla. That way he can see Jane, his friends, his mother, and most importantly, Loki again. I don't mind this pitch at all. I think that people have talked about John Wick 5. Like, what if it's John Wick battling to get out of hell? And we haven't done an MCU thing where we've teased it. Moon Knight was the closest to having a full-blown plot that takes place in an afterlife. And yes, Black Panther has dealt with afterlife, but not a full-blown plot. So what Shield Vids is proposing here for a Thor 5 to take place in Valhalla after the setup in Thor Love and Thunder, I think would be an actually really unique direction that could be a reflective period. It would line up with reflective Chris Hemsworth about his Thor time. It would be a cool way to wrap up the character. I don't mind this pitch at all, and I could see it being that's plausible to me.
I totally hear you and agree with what you're saying, but do you think that what Chris Hemsworth just had to say is relevant to that?
I think it can be. I feel like, imagine what Shield Vids is saying in this is that Chris Hemsworth preemptively is saying goodbye, but it's kind of a fake out.
Yes.
Because you'll get a Thor 5 of Thor in the afterlife, and you're like, oh, I thought Chris Hemsworth was done, and now we're getting this. I think that would be a really smart way to do it. I don't know why Chris Hemsworth was doing it. John, can you ask artificial intelligence?
Call Chris.
Yeah.
Let me get Christopher on the horn real quick.
Ask Ultron if this is what's really happening right
This is
now.
It's just to get them to be desperate enough to greenlight the George Miller movie.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That's honestly, I know you're making a joke, but the only other thing I could think of that actors do sometimes is negotiating tactics. Their team will have them put something out so that a studio or company might get scared and try to pay them more money because they realize that they're really willing to step away or walk away.
Yeah.
So that's the only other thing. Does it sound like that's what's going on here to me? No. But is he negotiating a Thor 5 and they're maybe not giving him what he wants? And he was like, all right, just saying goodbye to everybody, so that all the comments would flood in like, we're not ready to have you leave. And then Marvel's like, fine, take all the money.
Yeah.
It's possible, I guess.
Well, out of the original Avengers, Hulk aside, who has not had a solo Mark Ruffalo Hulk movie, it's only Chris Hemsworth who's still around of the OG Avengers. Right? I'm doing it in my head. Yeah, I think that's correct. So he does have negotiating power, and he's the first name announced in the chair lineup. So it wouldn't be unwise of him to do a little bit of public negotiation right
Just
now.
to show the people that I'm so loved. Look how loved I am.
Yeah. It's just taking it off. It's got people speculating, especially when it sounds like a goodbye thing. But I totally agree with your point about this would be he would be getting kind of crucified by a lot of his team right now if this is his way of like breaking some rule of teasing what's going to happen.
Crazy. That'd be crazy.
And it could just be the phrasing. He might have just wanted to say like, hey, I'm feeling sentimental.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Because it's his social media. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
But because he's doing it, people are
So it
reacting.
was a post on his Instagram, like a square post with words. Let me
It
look
was
at
a social
this.
media post, if I'm not mistaken.
I want to go find this and see what the comments are, because if it is just like that, I am curious if every single comment is we love you, no, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I've seen some of the check marks saying, their theories and why. Yeah, could be a real positive.
I believe the origin of this, he posted a thank you, the legacy of Thor video on his YouTube channel, and that's the caption, essentially, is this message here.
Oh, on YouTube.
That
Okay.
makes
Yeah,
more
so
sense.
there's like a reel of Thor throughout the years and some behind the scenes stuff, him talking to the camera.
Or maybe it's a tease to set up Thor 5, which I don't feel like they should announce. I don't think they should announce
I didn't
that.
know he had a YouTube channel.
On
Yeah, he does.
Chris Hemsworth,
Yeah.
310K subscribers.
it's a pretty-
We have more subs than Chris Hemsworth.
How do you feel
And-
about the fact that you started a channel that has 1.35 million subs and Chris motherfrickin' Hemsworth has 300,000 subs? You more than triple him. You more than quadruple him.
It sounds to me like when he was asked the question of do you care more about subscribers or abs, he went with abs.
He said abs.
He said abs.
You said subs.
Yeah. You messed up, Hemsworth.
A man can have both.
A man can't have. Anyway, what do you guys think about these Chris Hemsworth comments? Does it read as something to be suspicious of? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, peeps.